Everybody, this is Jeff Veal, the business guru, coming to you once again from, yes, downtown Manila. And we're back with 15 minutes of fame. It's our first one for the day. We've got 14 lined up. So if you want your 15 minutes of fame this month, why not reach out? Think about it, guys. TV commercial will set you back $30,000 or more, right? And then probably people go and have a cup of coffee or, you know, go to the toilet while the commercial's on. They wouldn't even see it. Then you got radio spots, guys. 10 radio spots will set you back about $5,000. They might put them on at midnight when everyone's asleep. So, but with 15 minutes of fame, we'll put you all across all the different social media channels all over the world, including YouTube, where we'll put all your social media links and people can reach out to you and you'll become more famous than what you already are. And today we've got an awesome guest with a very good cause. And I'd like to introduce you all shortly to, let me look at my notes here. My eyes are a bit bleary. Mr. Richard Fleek, founder and president of a company called Minutes Wisely. It's a non-profit group. Been doing this for 20 years plus, but he started this particular aspect of things some 3 years ago. It's an awesome cause, guys. I'm about to tell you a little bit about it, and Richard will take over. Our mission at Minutes Wisely is to provide meaningful experiences for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families by sending them to sporting events and helping them generally. Our ultimate goal is to combat veteran suicide by creating opportunities for these individuals to connect and engage, right, and rediscover a sense of purpose in their life, right, through the power of community and comradeship. I believe every minute counts, and the aim is to share every moment count so that those who serve our country and communities can continue to thrive and live fulfilling lives. What a great mission. Key achievements, saving veterans' lives at every event, and tomorrow needs you. That's right. You've got to be here tomorrow, guys, and reach out to people. When you've got a problem, any problem, reach out to myself, reach out to Richard. We're always up for a chat, and we're there to help where we can. Interesting things about himself: Native American, sailed 4 continents when I was 20 years old. Wow. And veteran, Dearborn MI Veteran of the Year 2011. So it's my great pleasure to welcome this afternoon, or evening in this case, to Richard. How are you, Richard?
I'm awesome. Thank you for having me.
No, you're most welcome, my friend. Now, the business guru is not organized. Let him find his notes. Here it is, right here. I knew it was here somewhere. One of those mornings, guys. We all have them. Okay, let's get show underway. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path. What was it that inspired you to do all this?
So what about 3.5 years ago? So like I said, I've been doing this for about 20 years, but I started doing my own thing 3.5 years ago. And it started through my podcast, TSP, which is the Scuttlebutt Podcast. And I sit down every Sunday evening and I get the life stories of veterans. And so as I'm talking to these veterans, I realize that there's a lot of broken souls out there. And it's very therapeutic hearing their stories. It's also therapeutic for them telling their stories.
Sure.
But I just, as I'm talking to these men and women, I just got this great calling to do more. So the podcast actually spun off a nonprofit, and so my goal is to stop veteran suicide. I don't know how it is in Australia or the Philippines, but the veterans in this country, they're committing suicide at an alarming rate. There's about 22 every single day, so it's pretty much
Wow.
one an hour.
Wow, it's horrible. Horrible, horrible.
Yes.
So guys, reach out. If you can help in any way, reach out. Don't sit back and be, apathetic. Reach out and help if you can. Tell me, what's been the most challenging aspect of your work and how have you overcome that?
Oh man, the most challenging is reaching out to these people because I could see that in your eyes that you need help, but your ego won't let go, and you know y- everybody wants to be a cowboy and suck
Sure.
it up, right? And everybody needs help, man.
Correct. That's the trouble with men. We all try and do it by ourselves. With women,
E-
women network.
Exactly.
Right? Women
Yes.
network. That's why women live longer, guys. They network, they talk to
Yeah.
each other, they communicate, they ask advice. Men, you want to go down the tool shed and suck on a beer and do it all by yourself. Not gonna happen, guys. Reach out. know, don't be proud.
You're absolutely right. Yep.
Reach out to one of your mates. Reach out to strangers. You know, people out there will help you, right? Tell us about an important moment in your career that virtually changed the direction in which you're now going.
Yeah, so actually, one of my podcast, I've had many great conversations in my podcast, but one of them, so I was talking to this young man. He was a United States Marine veteran, and he served in Afghanistan during the Afghanistan war, and his whole battalion came home 100%. They didn't lose one person, right?
Wow,
But
awesome.
in the yeah, that was great. But in the time that he had come home, within 2 years, it was 42 of them had committed suicide.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, in
unbelievable.
just like a couple of years. So uh
Yeah,
when I hear stories like that, man, it just breaks my heart. And
yeah, sure.
I just wish I could get in front of these guys before they did this, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I
so
wish I wish the government and you know the society would do more for these people, really, and treat them like the
yeah,
heroes they were.
yeah, exactly. So if you know, so like I said, there's 22 American veterans committing suicide every single day. So if there was 22 whales washing up on the shores of America
Yeah, yeah.
every single day, I mean, the government would step up. If there was 22 redwoods dying in California every single day, the government would step up. But there's 22 human beings dying every day, and it seems like nobody cares. It's so bizarre.
Lucky we got people like you, Richard. That's all I can say. In your opinion, what are the key qualities or skills that have helped put you on this journey and contributed to your success in helping people?
Schools, I so that's a really tricky one. I didn't do very well in school.
Yeah, me
I
too.
was, yeah. So me and school really didn't get along too well.
They taught me to sit up straight and don't smile. I'm
Yes.
still slouching and I still smile.
Yes. So I'm probably the wrong one to talk to about school.
I woke up. I left at 14. I woke up. I got out. I got out early. I was like Fonzie.
Correct. Oh
Uh,
man.
I question the system. Tell me, how do you
Yeah.
stay motivated and continue to innovate in your wonderful field?
Oh man, how I stay motivated is you know, so this is a long story, but I'll try to make it quick. My mom passed away at an early age. She's actually yesterday was the anniversary of her death. She passed away. She was only 52 years old,
Wow, young.
and she was the most giving person I ever met in my life. And when
Yep.
she passed away, I was in a deep depression for about 5 or 6 years, really bad. And then when I finally came out of it, I made it a goal in my life to try to live in her image, right? So every single morning when I get up and I put my work boots on, I always I always look in the mirror and I think to myself, what can I do today to be more like my mom? And like she was a saint. She would help people she didn't even know off the street. And so every day I tried to work in her honor, you know.
Awesome. Awesome goal. Tell us about a recent project or achievement you're particularly proud of. What have you done lately that you're particularly proud of?
Um, this past year on so every time I have an event or something, it's on a day that means something. So obviously in America, 9/11 is a big day for us for the past 20 some years, right? So
Sure.
on uh on 9/11, my organization had a golf outing, and it was in honor of a fallen uh veteran,
Yep.
and so we didn't expect the turnout that was going to happen, and we more than like tripled the income for that day. And with that
Awesome.
money, like you said before the show, you know, nonprofits are a joke, you know, everybody, but because you need
Yep.
money, right?
Of
You need to
course.
make some money to keep the doors open. Well, I do everything out of my house, so we really don't have any bills. So like 99% of the money that comes in goes
Like
directly
where it comes
to
from. Yep.
helping people out. So with that money, I was able to send approximately, you know, 25 people to events.
Fantastic, fantastic. And some of these things can change people's lives, guys. Even a kind word or a smile can change someone's life. So don't forget, guys,
Yeah,
pay it forward. If you're in the coffee shop and you see someone down and out, buy them a coffee, buy them a sandwich. What's it going to hurt you? What's $5 going to hurt do to you?
exactly.
You know,
You,
it'll do a
you
lot
have
for
you have
them.
no you have no idea what the man next to you is going through, what's going through his mind.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah,
right.
like a simple smile. Like I'm gonna tell a quick story here. When I was in the Navy, I was stationed in San Francisco, California, and this was 40 years ago. So back then, I had heard a story that a man walked over. He left his apartment, walked over to the Golden Gate Bridge. He walked up to the peak of it and jumped off into the ocean and committed suicide. When the investigators went to his house to see if they could find any
Clues.
evidence of like why would he do that, there was a simple note on his counter, and I swear to God, it's God is my witness. The note said, "I'm going to walk to the Golden Gate Bridge. If one person smiles at me, I will not jump."
Wow.
So
Wow.
he walked through a city of 1 million people, and I know dang well that he walked past somebody. Not one person could lend him a smile, a
Yeah.
simple smile.
Yeah. I find it hard to walk past people and not say good day. You know,
Exactly.
that doesn't hurt. I hop in the lift and I start chatting to everybody. You know,
Yeah.
you can't shut me up. You know. Um, what advice would you give someone who wants to help and inspiring to follow in your footsteps? What advice would you give people?
Um, so not everybody is like sees the world the same as you,
Yep,
but I would just say um life is short, right? And life
absolutely.
is and it's bigger than you and I. Like
Yep,
and so sometimes you just have to step out of your comfort zone and just help somebody out. Just like you said, if you see somebody, throw them $5 and buy him a cup of coffee. Even if he's homeless, who cares?
that's right.
So most people are like, I'm not gonna get.
Even more reason.
Yes, but so a lot of people say, I don't know why you keep giving money to that homeless guy or this homeless guy. All they're going to do is go buy drugs with it. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
that's not on me. You know what I'm saying? Like he could easily go buy food with it too. Like
yeah, that's
just
right.
because he's homeless doesn't mean he's going to go buy drugs.
Funny enough, you'd say that when I was in the States, I woke up, there was a few people approached us. We were in LA at the time, and they approached us, and they were obviously homeless and for money. And some funny stories. I said to all of them, I won't give you money, buddy, but look, here's a Wendy's or a McDonald's, or come and I'll buy you
Yeah.
a burger. And a couple of them told me to get stuffed.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Yeah.
wanted the money. They wanted the money for a beer or drugs. They didn't really
Yeah,
want
yeah.
food after all. And when I offered to take
Right.
them to McDonald's and give them whatever they wanted, they didn't want the
Yep.
offer. So there you go. So
Yeah, yeah. That is a big problem. Yes, for
yeah, the
sure.
best thing you can do, guys, if you can, give if look if you know if you're not anywhere near a food outlet, okay, give them money and it's on them what they do with it. But if you're near a
Exactly.
food outlet, take them down, grab them a burger, sit down for 10, 15 minutes and hear their story. They'd love you
Yeah.
for it. You know, it
Yes.
doesn't hurt to give someone 10 or 15 minutes of your time, like your children, guys. Don't give your children toys, give them your time.
Exactly.
Same thing,
Exactly. Yes,
right?
sir.
Tell me, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future?
Uh, so, uh, uh, so football, okay, football is different in every parts of the world.
Well,
Realize that you're not in the United States. So in
yep,
America, American football is
good,
king,
good,
right? Where the rest of the world,
good iron,
it's
yep. Soccer
it's
or something
soccer.
else. Yep.
Yeah. So
Or
my
NRL in my
goal,
case. Yep.
exactly. My goal is to send a veteran or a first responder to the Super Bowl, which
Awesome.
would co well that just that one event would probably cost about $30,000 to send two
Yep.
people, American money. And so corporate America takes over these events, so it's not really the fans that go to these games. It's
Yep.
the rich and famous. But
Yep.
so that's my goal, to find a veteran and send him or her to the to a Super Bowl.
Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be a great thought if you could reach out to someone at the Super Bowl and put up an announcement for 30 seconds or a minute during the Super Bowl across the stream, like, hey,
Yeah.
here's a credit to our veterans. Reach out and here's a website, something like that.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be bloody awesome? Wouldn't
That
that
would be awesome.
wouldn't that reach a lot of people? But people are apathetic.
Yes,
Oh, I'm not involved, so I don't. Why do I care? Or
exactly.
if the Afghans had come knocking on your door, or the Vietnamese had walked in your bathroom, you'd certainly care then, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yes.
tell me, you've done a wonderful job here today. Tell me, looking ahead, how can now people watching this or listening to this wonderful podcast, how can people reach out and contribute and learn more about what you do, or even get some help with that if need be?
Yeah, so I have I have a website and also a Facebook page that I post a lot on. But the best way to do it is if you just go to minuteswisely.com and
Nice, easy
there
one.
you'll see, yep, you'll see donation links, you'll see links that with the events that we're doing, or the events that we're sending people to. And also, more importantly, there'll be a little form that you can fill out, and every Monday morning you'll get my newsletter, and you'll get
Fantastic.
all the information that way.
And guys, if you're watching this and you've enjoyed it, why not, reach out, hit that button. What's $5 or $10? Even more if you want to, but what's $5 or $10 if you
Yeah,
want to contribute and help this great cause, right? Remember, these people saved your country, and you might need them one day. All right,
yes.
before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself that, apart from all your hard-working efforts, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
Man, I don't know how fun it is. So, fun fact, I spent Christmas and New Year's in Perth, Australia,
Wow.
uh, back in 1987.
Right. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
The
Perth's a great place.
Australia the Australian people are the most friendliest people. I've been to 4 continents and many countries.
Yep.
Australian people are bar far the friendliest people I've ever met.
Yeah, Perth's like the other side of the country for us because most of us are on the eastern seaboard. So Perth's like another country.
Yeah,
That's the other
it was
side because
beautiful.
Australia's a pretty big place, guys. And I,
Yes.
I left that beautiful place some 13 years ago and told all my buddies I won't be back while I got a hole in my bum. And true to my word, in 13 years, I've never been back. I now live in Asia and travel all over the world and living life large, guys, because I realized long ago you're not coming back. So if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And let me tell you, and Rich will tell you this too, no one's coming to save you. You've got to save
Yep.
yourself. It's
Yes,
really that
sir.
simple. All right, Richard, thanks for being on the show today. And guys, anyone out there who'd like to be on 15 Minutes of Fame, please subscribe to this channel. There's lots of these, dozens of these up there already for this month, and have a look at some of them and reach out to people like Richard and enjoy them for what they're worth, right? And we'd love to have you on the show as well. Thanks very much for coming today, Richard. All the best, buddy.
Yes, thank you.